in-depth view of my sketchbook, the materials that I used, the inspiration. Sketch. We drove past Stonehenge. I managed to snap some pictures out the car window. We're not creating a masterpiece. Hello creative souls, and welcome to this week's video where I'm going to be sharing with you how I got on in my 30-day challenge for Sketchtember. I'm going to share with you a more in-depth view of my sketchbook, the materials that I used, the inspiration that I found, and how I really got on for 30 days. Here's all the stuff that I used for my Sketchtember challenge laid out on the desk. For me, it was about cultivating a new daily creativity through sketching in my sketchbook, and it was a chance to actually make time for myself. I've gradually built this collection of Inktense pencils. I've got quite a few colours now, and the reason why I chose Inktense pencils for a drawing challenge is because I wanted all my sketches to be in one place. I wanted them all to be in this sketchbook, and this is a Royal Talens Art Creation sketchbook. And let me just go to the Sketchtember page. And these pages are excellent for drawing on with pencil or even ink, but any medium that has too much water in it tends to buckle the pages and seep through the pages. So I thought maybe with the Derwent Inktense pencils I could control how much water I was putting onto the page, and in doing that I learnt how to use them, because creating art in a sketchbook means it doesn't have to be perfect. It is a place to play. It's a place to experiment. And that's what I did. And on this particular day, it was just a quick sketch. We drove past Stonehenge. I managed to snap some pictures out of the car window. And then when I got home, I literally did a 5-minute sketch. I think this is probably one of my favourite ones. And where I got my inspiration was from the things mostly that I had seen that day. Hence my palette here full of conkers and acorns and seed pods that I collected on my dog walk. This particular painting, or pencil drawing should I say, was done in the garden. And some of these little drawings I actually made shorts, YouTube shorts, and managed to post some of them for you to see. Now, some days, I'll be perfectly honest with you, I was too tired. And so some days I missed. But that's okay, because I made up for it the following day or the day after that. It was no big deal. I still did 30 sketches and completed the challenge over 30 days. So here's a sketch. So I missed September the 26th. So I did the sketch, but I haven't applied any colour to these. And so I will go back and I will finish these. But I finished on a cheerful note on my happy sunflower, which there is a short for you to be able to watch for that as well. So that was my 30-day challenge. I thought I would share with you today a made-up leaf. I just looked at a photo, I think, and just drew this initially with pencil. Oh, everything's rolling off the desk. And my black micron pen. This is a size 3. And I go over the top and then I rub out my pencil marks underneath. So I thought I would share with you my process in putting some colour on the leaf. So I've chosen 5 colours. I found it really difficult to count those then. I've got a cadmium yellow, a sienna gold, a baked earth, a leaf green and a dark chocolate. So I'm going to speed you up because I'm going to put some colour on here. Once I put the colour down, I then go over the top with this paintbrush, and I've got my clean water here ready to go. So I've lightly coloured in this leaf. I've swapped out the brown, I think it was, for a more reddy colour just on the tips. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but like I said before, because it's in my sketchbook, it doesn't matter. This is where we get to play. And so I'm just going to show you now what happens when I apply the water. And I've put the cadmium yellow on first, so you must always go into your lightest colours first. And the thing with Inktense pencils as well is you get a small time scale, because once they dry you can layer over the top but you can't blend. And as you can see, they're quite vibrant colours. I'll probably wait for this to dry and go back over with some brown. And I sort of blend that red down, give it a little bit of texture, and making sure that I'm cleaning my brush in between. I don't know if you remember when you were a child, those colouring books, they were magic colouring books that when you applied water, the colour would come through. And that's what these Inktense pencils remind me of. They are magic. And these pencils over the last 30 days have brought me so much joy that I feel like a child again with my magic colouring book. And I guess if you were to take your pencils out with you in the field, as they say, and you didn't have any water, you could lay down your colours and then bring them back to the studio, bring your drawing back to the studio, and then apply the water, which is what I've done in the past with my Neo Colour 2s, because to be quite honest, they are magic too. Neo Colour 2s and Derwent Inktense pencils have really sparked my creativity again. Oh, went over there. Bit of a smudge. Okay, so that's the initial wash. Do the stem or the stalk, what do you call it? I don't know. And then take that up. And then I'm going to wait for this to dry. And then I think I might go in with some brown. Okay, so my leaf is lovely and dry now. I've picked out 2 browns, the baked earth, which I swapped out for red, and willow. And I'm going to apply some colour to this rough Caran d'Ache palette. It's like a plastic board. And what you can do is just scribble some pencil on there, like so. And you can use them by applying some water, and you can use them like a watercolour. There we go. So that's quite good to apply the pencil in a different way, but I'm going to go round with some willow just in little areas and just apply some colour. Just on the edges. Sorry, you've got my arm and hand in the camera there. A little bit awkward. And then get your wet brush and just apply the water over the top. You don't have to be too precious, because the joy of a sketchbook is we're not creating a masterpiece. I am here to experiment. And in using this sketchbook every day, I have got to learn how to use this medium. There we go. And then if I go back into this, you can add some little dots. Sorry if the camera's wobbling a bit, because this is bouncing the stand up and down. And then you can sort of knock back that bright yellow just a little bit. And the baked earth is quite a warm orangey colour. I don't know if you can hear in the background, but Audrey's just joined us. So you'll be able to hear her doing some tip tapping in the background. I hope you've enjoyed following along on this 30-day journey with me. If you took on the hashtag Sketchtember challenge for yourself, I'd love to hear all about it and your experiences. Pop it in the comments below. Don't forget to check out my other videos for more art tips and challenges, and the shorts that I did for Sketchtember. Thank you for watching.